Hi everyone, Math and Logic here. Today we're just going to be going over covering the basics of radians. Let's get right into it. Radians are just another way of quantifying angles. So anything you've seen previously, 90 degrees, 30 degrees, even things like, 720 degrees. So imagine you go around twice. Go around twice. That's going to be 720 degrees. All of these can be better expressed using radians. Okay, let's get into the bones of it. So, using the unit circle, we can say that the circumference of the unit circle is going to be equal to 2 pi. That is because the radius equals 1, circumference equals 2 pi r. So that r is just going to equal 1, and our circumference is going to equal 2 pi. With radians, what we're doing is we're correlating a portion of the circumference to an angle. What I mean is, let's take a portion of the circumference, let's divide it by 3. That would look something like that. On the unit circle, we've taken a third of the circumference. What I mean by saying we're correlating this segment with an angle is we're putting these two together. This is proportional to the portion of the circumference. So we can say 2 pi thirds radians is equal to a third of the circle, and we know that a third of the circle is going to be a third of 360 degrees. So that's going to equal 120 degrees. So we can say 120 degrees equals 2 pi on 3 radians. It's as simple as that. Let's take another example. Let's say we want to do half of the circle, like this. We know that half a circle is 180 degrees. And we know that half of the circumference of a circle is going to be 2 pi divided by 2, which is just pi. It's going to be pi units. So we can say pi radians is going to be equal to 180 degrees. What's the conversions for this? Well, there is a simpler way to do it than doing the bare bones each time. We can say that to go from radians to degrees, all we have to do is multiply by 180 divided by pi to go from degrees to radians. We just have to multiply it by pi 180. So let's do some examples using this. Let's say we have 2 pi radians. We know that this should equal 360 degrees. So let's see what happens when we times. Okay, this is going to cancel and this is going to cancel. So we're just left with 2 times 180, 360 degrees. That works. Let's say we have 120 degrees. To get to radians, we have to times by pi over 180. So we get 12 over 18 times pi. You can divide both of them by 3. So you get 4 over 6 equals 2/3 pi. And that correlates with what we did back here. 2/3 pi is equal to 360 divided by 3, 120 degrees. So I hope this has given you an understanding of how radians are actually a better way to quantify angles. And using our unit circle, we know that angles are actually just proportional to the circumference of a circle, and that is the bare bones of radians. Thank you very much for watching.